topic we are going to see modular arithmetic. Modular arithmetic is a system of arithmetic for integers where the numbers wrap around a certain value. So consider, how many hours per a day? We have 24 hours. But we are considering only 12 hours. After 12, what we are saying? 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Like that only we are saying no. But in a day we have 24 hours. So in a certain value we are wrapping, isn't it? So this system of arithmetic is called modular arithmetic. And consider days of a week. How many days of a week are there? 7 days. That is Sunday to Saturday, isn't it? Again, what day will come after Saturday? The Sunday will come. So again, it is rotating. So at Sunday it is wrapping, isn't it? So this system of arithmetic is called modular arithmetic. Then we are going to see congruence modulo. Two integers a and b are congruence modulo n if they differ by an integer multiple of n, that b minus a equal to kn for some integer k. This also can be written as a is, you have to read this congruent. A is congruent to b mod n. Okay, so this symbol you have to read it as congruent to. A is congruent to b mod n. Means a minus b is divisible by n. If I taught with an example, you will understand better. So example 71 is congruent to 1 mod 7. Here you have to divide this 71 by 7. What will be the remainder? 1 will be the remainder? No. So you have to write the remainder here. So in other ways you can say 71, this 1 comes this side, minus 1. That is 71 minus 1. What will you get? 70. 70 is divisible by 7. No. That only they given here. A minus b is divisible by n. Is it clear? So see the next example. 85 is congruent to 0 mod 5. If you divide 85 with 5, you will get the remainder as 0. Isn't it? So 85 minus this 0, this side comes from minus 0. 85 minus 0 equal to 85, which is divisible by 5. Is it clear? Congruence modulo. Next move on to connecting Euclid division lemma to modular arithmetic. Already we learned Euclid division lemma, that is a equal to bq plus r, where 0 is less than or equal to r is less than modulus of b. We studied, So Euclid division lemma, here I take m and n. Okay, n equal to mq plus r, where 0 is less than or equal to r is less than m. So how you write this congruent means n is congruent to r mod m. So n equal to mq plus r can be written as in congruence modulo, that is n is congruent to r mod m. If you divide n with m, the remainder you have to write here. Okay, next modulo operation. So they given some operations here. We are going to see that addition, subtraction and multiplication. A, B, C and D are integer and M is a positive integer such that A is congruent to B mod M. We are assuming this. A is congruent to B mod M and C is congruent to D mod M. So we are adding these two, A plus C. If you add these two, you have to add this B and D also, the reminders also. So B plus D, that is A plus C is congruent to B plus D. Mod will be the same number, mod M. Okay, so whenever the modulus value is the same number, then only you can apply this operations. Okay, next you can subtract also. A minus C, see this, A minus C is congruent to B minus D mod M. Okay, next you can multiply. A into C is congruent to B into D mod M. So I wrote here one example. See that example. 20 is congruent to 0 mod n and 11 is congruent to 1 mod 2. Is it clear? So if you divide 20 with 2, now you will get the remainder as 0. So 11 with 2, if you divide 11 with 2, now you will get the remainder 1. Okay, so now we are going to apply this modulo operations. 20 plus 11, 0 plus 1. So 20 plus 11 is congruent to 0 plus 1 mod 2. So 20 plus 11, you will get 31. 31 is congruent to 0 plus 1, 1, 1 mod 2. So if you divide 31 by 2, you will get 1 only in a remainder. What will you get? 1. So 31 is congruent to 1 mod 2. Now subtraction. 20 minus 11 equal to 0 minus 1 mod 2. So 20 minus 11 you will get 9. 9 is congruent to minus 1 mod 2. So minus 1 comes this side now, plus 1. 9 plus 1 what? 9 plus 1 what will you get? 10. So 10 is divisible by 2, isn't it? Next. Multiply. 20 into 11 is congruent to 0 into 1 mod 2. So 20 11s are 220. 0 into 1 you will get 0 mod 2. 220 is divisible by 2, you know. So we will get the remainder as 0. That only we got. Is it clear, my children? Modulo operations. Then move on to next theorem. That is, if A is congruent to B mod M, then you can multiply a constant, any integer with this A. That same constant, that same integer should be added in the remainder also. That is for B also. That is A into C is congruent to B into C mod M. If you add any integer to this A, or if any integer, subtract any integer with this A, that same operation can be do here for B also. That is A plus or minus C is congruent to B plus or minus C mod M for any integer C. So I given one example here. See this, 25 is congruent to 1 mod 4. I am going to multiply integer 2. So 25 2s are. If you multiply here also you have to multiply. You will use this theorem in sums. So you have to study well these theorems. Okay. So 25 2s are 50 is congruent to 1 2s are 2 mod 4. So divide this 50 minus 2 will get 48. 48 is divisible by 4, you know. So next, second one, I am adding here. 25 plus 1, the same number should be added here also. 1 plus 1 mod 4. So 25 plus 1, 26. 1 plus 1 you will get 2. 2 mod 4. 26 is congruent to 2 mod 4. If you get this side minus 2, 26 minus 2 will get 24. 24 is divisible by 4, isn't it? Next, subtraction. 25 minus 1. Here I am subtracting 1. Here also I have to do. So 1 minus 1 mod 4. 25 minus 1 will get 24. 1 minus 1 0. So 24 is congruent to 0 mod 4. 24 is divisible by 4. Then we will get the remainder as 0. Next we are going to see example 2.11. Find the reminders when 7004 and 778 is divided by 7. So you have to see the nearest number to 7004 which is divisible by 7. So we say 7000 is divisible by 7, you know. So we can write 7000 is congruent to 0 mod 7. Okay. So we saw one theorem, that is you can add any integer in this right hand side. Now you have to add in the remainder also. So 7000 plus 4. Why I am adding plus 4 now? Here they given 7004, you know. So you have to add 4 here. So 7000 plus 4 is congruent to 0 plus 4 mod 7. So 7004 is congruent to 4 mod 7. So what is the remainder then? So if 7004 is divided by 7, the remainder is 4. The remainder is, when 7004 is divided by 7 is 4. Next we are going to see 77 is congruent to 0 mod 7. So they are 778. So we have to add 1 plus 1, here also plus 1. So 778 is congruent to 0 plus 1 is 1 mod 7. Therefore the remainder when 778 is divided by 7 is 1. Here you got to know that is the remainder. Okay. So next move on to example 2.12. Determine the value of D such that 15 is congruent to 3 mod D. So we are going to determine the values of D. Okay. So you can write the given 15 is congruent to 3 mod D. So you know that 15 minus 3 is divisible by D. So you can write 15 minus 3 equal to KD for some integer K. Here I take the integer as K. Okay, so 15 minus 3 is 12. 12 equal to KD gives divisor, that is D divides 12. Okay, so the divisors of 12. So what are the divisors of 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. So, but the D should be larger than 3. Why D should be larger than 3? Here the divisor is, here the remainder is 3, no. So, that D should be larger than 3. And so, the possible values of D are 4, 6 and 12. Is it clear? So, move on to next example 2.30. Find the least positive value of x such that 67 plus x is congruent to 1 mod 4. So, write the given 67 plus x is congruent to 1 mod 4. So, you have to write 67 plus x minus 1 equal to 4n for some integer n. So, 67 minus 1 you will get 66 plus x equal to 4n. So, you have to check the values here, x values. If you put 1, you will get 67. 67 is not divisible by 4. Next, you have to put 2. 66 plus 2 you will get 68. 68 is divisible by 4, you know. So, they ask the least positive value. So, therefore, the least positive value of x must be 2. Since, so if you substitute x for 2, you will get 68. 68 is divisible by 4 and it is the nearest multiple of 4. Isn't it? Therefore, write since 68 is the nearest multiple of 4 more than 66. Is it clear? So, next second one, 98 is congruent to x plus 4 mod 5. So, write the given as it is 98 minus x plus 4 equal to 5n. Here you may take this integer n, k like that. So, here I take n, 5n for some integer n. So, minus x minus 4, multiply with the minus, you will get 98 minus 4, you will get 94 minus x equal to 5n. So, you have to check the least positive value for the x. If you put 1, positive values only you have to put. 1 93. 93 is not divisible by 5. If you put 2, you will get 92. 92 also not divisible by 5. If you put 3, you will get 91. It is also not divisible. If you put 4 now, 94 minus 4 will get 90, which is divisible by 5. So, the least positive value of x must be 4. If you put 4, it will be divisible by 5. Since 94 minus 4, 90 is the nearest multiple of 5 less than 94. Is it clear?